Hey guys, this is Naresh, your instructor. So today I will talk about one of the important course which I'm offering on Udemy. And if you see that I have many courses on Udemy, but I'm specifically talking about the course which is DevOps for SDET. Okay, so let me click on this. Okay, so if you see that I have prepared this course for DevOps into various sections, but before that I go through the content of this. Just wanted to show you the DevOps structure and why exactly we need the DevOps. Okay, so first we will see what is DevOps. So as I have written, DevOps engineer is somebody who understands the SDLC, that is a software development life cycle, and has understanding of various automation tools. And DevOps engineer work with the developers and the IT staff to oversee the code releases. See, when we say DevOps, so first you need to understand what exactly it means. So DevOps is a combination of a word which means developers and operation. Okay, because when people were working in a waterfall model, what happened in those days, there was a huge gap between the developers and the testers. So the way they were working is the first developer develops the application, and after that it is a tester who tests the application, and then there is someone who deploy the application for them into the deployment or into the production. Okay, but this was a clear gap between all those people, because it might possible that the understanding of the software is different for those people, right? So now when we are working in agile, the concept of DevOps has came in that what happened that a person who is responsible and who is given the responsibility of a DevOps can take care of all the things. So he should have a knowledge what has been developed, he should have a knowledge of what has been automated and how to deploy the things correctly, so that we can give a quality product with no time. So basically it saves lots of cost to the company when a product is deployed with quality on time, and DevOps fill that bridge. And nowadays it's a huge demand in the market for the DevOps, and I can also show you the reason why we need DevOps. See, because DevOps is something, it's not just that only for a programmer, only for the automation testers, only for the manual testers. Anybody can learn the DevOps. If you're working in the development side, you can go with the DevOps engineer responsibility. If you're working on the testing side also, then also you can go with the DevOps. So it is not that for a particular person can only learn. Anybody who is interested can work on the DevOps. And now because DevOps has a huge responsibility in the organization, there is a fat paycheck associated with the DevOps. So nowadays DevOps, the paycheck is number one. Even it is more than what a developer or what an automation tester is getting. Okay, and it's with that it's also easy to get a job in DevOps, because there's a demand in the market and we don't have much DevOps engineer available. In DevOps you will see the faster career growth because of the two reasons I have said, and also there are fewer software failures if there's a DevOps person in your company or in your organization. Okay, so as I said before, there's a faster releases, but those faster releases are achieved with quality, and which brings a more value to the company also. And when you have skills related to the DevOps, so somehow you make stand yourself separate from the crowd. So that's what we want. Okay, so it's very I would say the career of DevOps is in demand in this market, and in near future there would be huge responsibility to the DevOps, so that the company can grow, they can provide a quality software without wasting any time. So that is the reason it's very necessary, I would say. Even if you're a developer or automation engineer, you should learn all the tools of DevOps. Now let's see what are the tools I am offering in my course right now for the DevOps. So let me go to Udemy. Yeah, so see, right now I have divided the section, so it's 4 sections. In the first section I am talking about the DevOps pipeline, so what are the tools required. Now after that I am talking about one of the important tool, which is Nexus, where we can deploy the jar files into the QA environment and into the production, and then how to deploy the same thing through the Jenkins. Okay, And I am also talking about the Sonar Cube and Sonar Lint, which is for the quality control management for the white box testing. So this is all in first session. The second session is for the Maven. Okay, so in this you will learn about all the Maven architecture and how to run and your program for the Maven and how you can create the projects into the Maven. Okay, third section is talking about the Git. So here you will learn about the Git architecture, what are the different Git commands, how to commit your code, how to resolve the dependency, how to do the same thing from the command line and from the plugins. So this is in the third section. The fourth section is talking about the Docker. So you will know what is the use of Docker, why we need a Docker, and I have also created a video where I have told you how to effectively use a Docker for doing the parallel execution if you are working on the automation side. So this is all I am offering right now for DevOps, but from time to time I will also add some more courses related to DevOps or more sections whenever there is a new technology is coming up. So you don't have to enroll separate for that. Once you are enrolled in those courses, whatever the new stuff which I will put it will be an additional bonus for you. Okay. So I hope that this will be a beneficial journey for you who already have enrolled for this course, and if you have not enrolled, I will suggest you to get enrolled for this course and get a benefit out of this, because this is one of the important things which sometimes people ignore. But all these courses which I am telling you is very important. If you are working on the DevOps side, or even if you are not working on the DevOps side, I will still want that you go through these courses and understand that how these tools are associated with our SDLC. Okay, so I hope that I was able to clear about some of the doubts of your DevOps. So I will catch you in my next lecture, where I will explain you about the pipeline DevOps and all the other things. Alright, so thank you, and thank you for watching. Have a great day.